Kenya will allow citizens of nearly all African countries to visit without needing prior authorization, according to a new directive by the cabinet. This is a wonderful news. That is to say that Kenya has now, by this step, repositioned itself in a certain way that African Union, ECOWAS, should have done this many years ago. It means that Kenya have opened its door now to massive tourism, to massive businesses and all that, and is going to generate a whole lot of revenue for Kenya that you can't even imagine. Yes, last year Kenya introduced a visa-free policy that required most visitors to apply online for authorization before leaving their country. But the introduction of the Electronic Travel Authorization (ETA), which replaced the visa requirement for all visitors, was criticized as a visa under another name. On Tuesday, a cabinet statement said the ETA would be dropped for all African countries except Somalia and Libya due to security concern. So that is to say that out of the 55 countries we have in Africa, it is only Somalia and Libya that cannot travel to Kenya under these new directives, that they don't need, their citizens of African countries don't need visa to travel to Kenya. So that is to say that the remaining 53 African countries, their citizens can travel to Kenya without visa, without needing a prior visa. And the reason why they omitted Somalia and Libya from these directives or this new step is because of security concern. It is said this was part of an effort to support open skies policies and tourism growth and promote regional integration and ease travel across the continent. This is a wonderful news. Kenya, you are doing wonderfully well in this aspect. And I hope that every African countries will follow suit, because the earlier we become borderless, the more we can be able to cohabit with each other, the more we can be able to unite ourselves, the more we can be able to share ideas and be able to solve our common problems, which know no barrier, which know no language, because our problems are the same. So this is a wonderful one. I hope that the remaining countries in Africa will emulate this one from Kenya and even go far, take a step further to even do it better than Kenya is starting. We start already. They should learn one or two things from the step Kenya has taken and enhance it so they can do better. The earlier Africa become borderless, the earlier we can progress, the earlier we can succeed, the earlier we can unite ourselves, the earlier we can be able to free ourselves from the last chains of the imperialists.